Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Haskins. Incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now for Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And now the defense for Dallas.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a lot of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. 26.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Bostic able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Elliott. Oh, spinning away. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So now it's the former Redskin, let go by them in 2015, Kai Forbath, on to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Thompson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Haskins to throw on second down to Thompson on the screen. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Again, it's Haskins. And he fends him off. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Haskins going to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A first down carry by Elliott. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, Elliott. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Push him back. Push him back.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
The tackle made by Madden. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4. That's the end of the first quarter with the score
6-0 our score after 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54.
Haskins will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Let's go.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 25 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
53. Here we go, G. 26. 26.
From the 31, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Mike. Here we go. Mike. Switch up. He's checking.
10th carry now for Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to step it up.
Prescott now. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it here with Thompson. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Yeah, 56 out low. 55.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins, and finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go one more.
Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
53. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Prescott now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Number 53, Mike 53. Know your job. 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, he'll buy some time right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To throw is Prescott. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now Haskins on first down. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Throwing again on second down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Peterson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, able to avoid him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, and he's going to keep it here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
What we got? 26. 26.
On first down, Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
53 at the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 26. 26. Check. 53 is mine. All day, punt. 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Mike, 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 17-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Check 53, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 22.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
54
A run for the fullback, Burton. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He was brought down by Malik Collins. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 38, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
First down, Redskins.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Haskins will throw. That's caught by Trey Quinn. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Been a long day for you.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins, and this is incomplete.
Second down. Incomplete. It's third down. And 9 yards to go.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Redskins. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go play action with Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Check. Watch it before. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To Thompson on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's pick it up. It's out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Let's go.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bostic picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Completes it to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd and 10, Haskins, and he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Hand off to Thompson, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins going to throw again. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. And the Redskin first down.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Haskins will throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Caught by Cobb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Prescott. On the move to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here I come.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here's Haskins and the Redskins. Down by 5, 1:52 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And out now come the Cowboys. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.